Yes.
Today you have the honor to invite Dr. Prativashree ma'am. Dr. Prativashree ma'am, a brilliant scholar who possesses outstanding achievement in the field of yoga and was awarded gold medal in 2002 from Bihar School of Yoga. Her contribution in publishing the book is really praiseworthy. Some of the books published by ma'am are Foundation of Yoga, Yoga Jyoti, and Yoga Vigyan. Many yogic articles published by ma'am are Strength and Yoga, the concept of Kundalini in classical yoga, and many others. Dr. Prativashree has presented many yogic papers in different national and international seminars. She is also member of publication committee and syllabus committee and also an external examiner. She was also awarded and felicitated as Yoga Ratna Award and Manapatra, respectively, for her lifetime achievement. Presently, ma'am is an associate professor, Center for Yoga Studies, Central University of Himachal Pradesh. Now, I would like to request ma'am to take the session. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Lakshmi, madam, and my heartfelt thanks to the organizer giving me the chance to speak a little knowledge, whatever I'm having in this field. And whenever we are talking about yoga, we cannot forget Maharshi Patanjali, who has contributed a lot by giving beautiful, the invaluable text that is Hatha Yoga, that is the Yoga Darshan. So today we'll remember to him and pray to him first. So let us everybody sit with back straight, पीठ को थोड़ा सीधा करके बैठ जाएंगे कोई भी comfortable posture में, and we will join our hands in front of our chest. Just if you can chant with me, otherwise try to contemplate on the vibration of this mantra. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sarirasya cha vaidyakena yopakaryotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi. With this, we will begin the session. The topic is yoga for the graceful aging and Kundalini yoga. So first of all, you'll know about something that what is yoga. Basically, everybody knows today's in scenario. Everybody knows about this term that is yoga and the concept of it. So whenever we're talking about it, I can recall a beautiful quote by Paramahansa Swami Satyanand. He says, yoga is a discipline to improve the quality of life. It is a philosophy to attain peace. If you want to experience health, if you want to experience peace and to evolve, make yoga a part of your lifestyle. So yoga is nothing. It has been defined by many great scholars. Many people are telling about it and practicing it in their daily life. So it is nothing but discipline. So whenever we are becoming indisciplined, there we are facing some problem, then we are becoming aware of our health. But before that, we are forgetting since the very beginning of our childhood, how to take care of ourselves and how to have a healthy and happy life till the last breath, even if at the last stage of our life, that is at the age of whenever we are going through the geriatric problems like that. So if it will be from the first, like I would like to start with a beautiful example. Like when we are purchasing a new vehicle, there is a manual state to do the servicing of the vehicle in time. But we are forgetting that God is, if we are taking care of the manual seat, that is to do the servicing of the vehicle in time, then the maintenance is well. But whenever we are not doing it, then the maintenance of the vehicle is not good. Similarly, God, when He has given this bodily car to us, He has instructed three things: to take care of the body, take care of the mind, and take care of the spirit. But in the childhood, there is no problem connected to our body, mind, or something like that. So we are forgetting to take care of our body, and and we know, until and unless there is any problem, there is not any problem in our life, we are never caring of ourselves. So usually, in the rare cases, we are finding at the childhood some problems are there. But most of the cases we are finding, there is no problem at the childhood, even if we are crossing the teenage. So that when there is no problem, children are not taking care of their food habit, lifestyle. They are at the teenage also, they are not listening to the parents. They are not very much careful about their food habit, lifestyle, how much to take the rest, when to go to the bed, when to get up from the bed. So these things, because body and mind are ready in the beginning stage, so there is no problem. So we are not taking care of the instructions of the God, that how to take care of your body, how to take care of the mind, since the beginning of the childhood. But when the age of 30 or 35 comes and the degeneration process starts, then there is the organs inside are becoming weak, and then different problems are beginning with us. So then we are thinking that because we people are very busy, we do not have some time to to wait for the health to again get back by going through the different natural processes. So now the easy method, that we are running to the doctors, we are thinking that within 5 minutes the problem will be over. So then we are thinking just a pill, if will be there, then it will be easy for us, that within short period how we can recover whatever the problems are there. So what happens when we are depending only on this medicine without taking care of our body, without taking care of the lifestyle? Then this medicine, yes, works for some time, again it is reappearing. Then we are thinking this doctor is wrong, let me check another one. So like this, we are changing the doctors after doctors, and changing the getting the prescriptions after prescriptions, and also purchasing medicines after medicines. Like this, we are sparing around 20 years, after that 20-25 years. Then at the age of 55 and 60, we are thinking, oh God, I have planned, I have tried a lot with my physical body. Let me again ask to the doctor what to be done, what can be the final suggestion for me. Now the doctors, even if are thinking, telling that yes, you take these medicines, but at the same time, one thing you do, that you consult a yoga specialist, learn some natural procedures, some lifestyle and food habit, everything, and that will definitely bring some solution to your problem. Now, at the age of 55 and 60, and people are coming, madam, you are working in this field since long. So can you tell some techniques of yoga, so that within 15 days, how the size of my tummy will be reduced? So first of all, you are asking how many days you have taken to have this big size of your body or tummy. Now, madam, you know, I was very slim. I can show my pictures. But I do not know how 10-15 years ho gaya, the size of my tummy is just increasing, and or the size of my body is increasing. What can be the solution? You tell something, we are very busy. We cannot spare around hours. So you give sir 2-3 techniques that every day, just within 10-15 minutes, how we can do it. And within 15 days, how the solution will be for us. So first of all, we are telling, you have taken 15 days to have this big size of your body. Now you are asking that how it will be possible that within 15 days, the recovery will be there. Because yoga is not a treatment. Yoga is a treatment without medicine. And in yoga, there is no use of the medicine. It is only to observe certain disciplines, and bring some changes in the lifestyle, and definitely some solution will be there. And it may, don't worry, you have to have the patience that it may take some, it will vary from person to person, and it may take 15 to 100 15 days or maybe 1 month, or it may take some time, but you have to be careful about the lifestyle and be disciplined. That is the only solution. Definitely there will be some recovery from the problem will be there. So this is what the thing is. At the last stage only we are believing that yoga can bring the solution, and we do not have the patience on it, that how it will be possible that we can we can have a healthy and graceful life, even if till at the last stage of our life. So again, if we'll see the atmosphere, the lifestyle, what we are going through, like with each inhalation we are taking pollution, with each glass of water we are also taking some pollution. Fruits, vegetables, whatever we are purchasing, there are some preservatives, there are some chemicals. So directly or indirectly, consciously or unconsciously, we are taking the pollution inside. And because of this, we are becoming diseased. Like it may be the problems with her respiratory system, cardiovascular system, it may be her digestive system, it may be of like the skeletal system. So this is what we are facing the problems because of this accumulation of the toxins through the air, like when we are breathing, through the water, when we are drinking the liquid things, and through the solid food also. So these are the things we are making our body polluted, but never we are thinking how these pollutions to be taken out. Like for example, I think everybody who are present over here can be agree with me, because most of us are having the constipation problems because of the wrong lifestyle, because of the lack of exercise, because of the wrong food habit, and because of not sleeping around 6 to 8 hours regularly, or not taking sufficient rest, having a lot of stress inside. So, and there are 4 ways to take out the toxins from the body. First is that in the morning, the latrines would be clear. Second thing, that sufficient urinations would be there, so a lot of uric acid will be taken out. Third thing, we should have some physical activities, physical exercises regularly, so that some sweat will come out, and through that again the toxins will be out. And fourth thing is that every day some pranayam practices are required to take out sufficient carbon from the body. So these are the 4 ways. And are we doing those things? Are we careful about this? That morning में मेरा लैट्रिन हो रहा है sufficiently या नहीं, clear completely हो रहा है या नहीं, how much that whether we are careful about that. So the best method in yoga, we are telling that whenever in the food habit is very important. Regular exercise, some asanas like stretching, forward bending, backward bending, inverted asanas, spinal twisting group of asanas, many type of physical postures are there, through which we can stretch and strengthen our body muscles, so that a flexibility will be there in our body. By doing the regular practice of these asanas, a body will be flexible enough, blood circulation will be free, and the vital energy or pranic energy, what yoga is telling, and we people in medical science is telling it about, it is like oxygen, will be channelized to each and every cell of our body, and then body will be healthy enough. So it is very important, these things, to do it on a regular basis. Daily exercise, proper food habit, sufficient sleep of about 6 to 8 hours, and this is what, again, at the same time, the dinner should be very early. If we want to have a good evacuation in the morning, latrine problem, if we do not want, then take the dinner early, and it should be just boiled sabji, no spicy, not oily, not non-veg in the dinner, and take it early as quickly as possible in the evening. And then before going to bed, brush your teeth so that no food particles will be there inside the mouth. So, and in the morning the smell will come out. So directly whenever we are getting up in the morning, then without washing the mouth, drink 3 to 4 glasses of lukewarm water. Just little warm water, you drink it and do the Tadasana. I think Lakshmi Madam must be taking the session and she must be teaching about the Tadasana. Do it 15 to 20 rounds. So I will give the assurance that it may, you will find quickly the sensation of going to the evacuation soon after these 10 to 15 rounds of the Tadasana after drinking 3 to 4 glasses of water. And remember, you should not wash the mouth in the morning before taking the glasses of water. So, and because you have already brushed your teeth in the night before, and so it will not create that sensation, bad smell will not be there. So it will be easy for you to drink the 3-4 glasses of water and do the Tadasana 10 to 15 rounds. Then you will feel the sensation. If it is not happening, the latrine sensation is not there in the first day, then don't worry. Through the urination, it will be out. Again, second day, do the same thing. So it will gradually be a habit for you that in the before going to bed, you will brush your teeth. Otherwise, you will not have a good sleep. You will not feel good to sleep. And again, in the morning, as soon as you are getting up, you drink 3 to 4 glasses of water. And that is best thing before going to the Tadasana. And that will make you to have the sensation to go to the latrine. This is a very natural procedure. So that, and the in the last stage of our life, when the muscles of our urethra, muscles of our anus are becoming weak, we are having so many problems. That is because of this wrong lifestyle, because of this lack of exercise, because of the wrong food habit. So if we will go through this natural procedure, this constipation like problems will not be there. So I want to connect it with one example, like the municipality every day is coming to clean our city. So remember, if for some reason it is not coming to clean our city for a week, what will happen the situation in the city? Everywhere the bad smell will be there, bacteria will be created, and we will be diseased. The similar thing is there with our body. If everyday latrine will not be clear, then there will be the problems. It will invite all other diseases to the body. So it is the best way to go through this natural procedure to have the relieve the constipation like problem. And second thing, that sufficient the intake of water is very important. Like if we'll ask people, many will tell, okay, I'm drinking only 3 to 4 glasses of water regularly. But it is not the right way, because through the urination only a lot of uric acid is coming out. Like the people who are habituated to eat the non-veg, spicy, oily things, a lot of uric acid is getting produced in the body. And through the urination, it goes out. And if it will not be there, then what will happen? This uric acid is becoming deposited in our joints. So very quickly, we are facing the joint-like problems. And I would say that in comparison to the gents, ladies are facing this joint problem early, just after this 30-35 age, it comes first to the ladies, then the gents. So it is very important, regular exercise and proper urination should be there. So through which a lot of uric acid from the body will be taken out. And next is the sweat. That is what we should involve ourselves in the physical activities, like in any housework or gardening, or we can go to the somewhere to work, or to do some exercise, or do some like that is very important, so that through the sweat also some toxins will be out. And last part is the pranayam. And here I want to say about the science behind the pranayam. Like people are telling you do Nadi Shodhana, you do Bhastrika pranayam, or you do the Bhramari pranayam, Ujjayi pranayam. But what is the science behind? Why we will do pranayam? What is the reason? Like for example, when we are breathing in, the natural breath is moving in and out of our nostrils, and the air is going up to the lungs only. So what happens? Now, in the lungs, there is thousands and thousands of the air sacs known as the alveoli. And the impure blood is coming from the heart through the pulmonary artery into the heart. and they are becoming capillaries, small पतले पतले कैपिलरीज हो जाते हैं ब्लड का जो आता है. तो हर एयर सैक के चारों तरफ ऐसे पतले पतले कैपिलरीज, ब्लड कैपिलरीज ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर है हमारे लंग्स के अंदर. तो व्हाट हैपेंस, the oxygen from the when we are inhaling air is going up to the air sac, and now carbon is there in the blood capillaries. Purification how will happen? The mechanism lies that the oxygen from the air sac is going to the blood capillaries, and from the blood capillaries the carbon is coming to the air sac, and then we are exhaling and taking the carbon out. So what happens? In the normal breathing, we are not giving sufficient time for the proper exchange, for the complete exchange between the exchange of this carbon and oxygen between our blood capillaries and the alveoli. So the yogis are very intelligent. They are more than the scientists. What they thought? They thought that if we'll give some time, like after inhalation, hold the breath inside. So what happens? Sufficient oxygen will be absorbed into the bloodstream and sufficient carbon will be taken out from the bloodstream, and again will breathe out completely. And this is how we can increase the quantity of the vital energy or oxygen inside our body, and we can throw out sufficient carbon. So this is what happening in all of the pranayams. So pranayam means the control, the expansion of the vital energy by controlling the breath. Because in pranayam, what happens? We are holding the breath and making the sufficient oxygen to be absorbed into the bloodstream and sufficient carbon to be taken out from the bloodstream. This is how the lungs are working to purify the blood, and the heart is functioning to supply the blood. This is what the mechanism. So oxygen, the pranayam is very important technique, which is making this procedure and making us to be healthy and happy till the last breath of our life. Now, when we are talking about the prana, the energy, like what pranayam is, prana plus ayama. Prana means the life force, ayama means the expansion of the life force. So pranayam is a technique which is expanding the quantity of the life force of the vital energy in our body, so that each and every organ of our body, each and every cell of our body will function properly to keep us healthy, active, energetic, even if at the last stage of our life. So now these prana we are taking with each inhalation when we are breathing in. This prana also is there in the water. So when we are drinking water also, we are feeling little happy that like we are getting some energy. And again, whenever we are taking an apple or we are just taking some solid food, also we are getting some prana. So these are the ways how we are taking the prana or vital energy inside. And yoga is telling in our whole atmosphere that is full of prana. So a plant is also breathing, a human being is breathing, an insect is breathing. So everybody in the atmosphere, all are connected with this prana and they are living there inside. So now we are having and whenever we are taking this prana in our body, it is becoming divided into 5 parts. One is prana vayu, which is remaining in our chest cavity between our larynx and the diaphragm. Another is the apana vayu, which is remaining in the pelvic area, like they are helping. This energy is between our navel and the perineum. Another prana vayu, third, is remaining in our abdominal area between our diaphragm and the navel. And fourth, prana vayu is remaining in our forelimbs and the head cavity. And vyana vayu is all pervading, like in our vehicle, we are keeping a liter of petrol for the, like we are knowing it is the reserved petrol. Similarly, Vyanva is working everywhere in our body, just like the reserved energy. For some reason, if there is the deficiency in my pranavayu, and which my heart and lungs are depending, so then what happens? This Vyanva comes to help for some time. By that time, we will go to the doctor, take some medicines, and again let our pranavayu to be active. So this is what the Panch Prana means. All the Upanishads, like in Prashna Upanishad, also the description is there about this pranic energy. Now, this prana is moving in our body through the different channels known as the nadis. Just like blood is moving in the veins, in the arteries. Similarly, this vital energy or pranic energy in our body moving through the psychic channels. And there are around 72,000 psychic channels in our body, nadis in our body. And these nadis, and yes, prana we are getting from outside in the gaseous form, in the liquid form, or in the solid food. Through the solid food also we are taking it. But we are having our own mechanism like the chakras. So what are these chakras? They are the psychic centers in our body. And they are also, whenever we are doing some yogic practice, then the psychic centers are stimulating. Like suppose, for example, if we are doing Surya Namaskar, Pranamashan, palms together in front of the chest, then behind the center of the chest, in the inner wall of the spine, there is a psychic center known as the Anahata Chakra. Like for example, after taking the food, there is a technique like Vajrasana. One should sit in Vajrasana after taking the food so that the Manipura chakra is getting stimulated, which is behind the navel in the inner wall of the spine. So that whenever, and medical science is telling the same point as the solar plexus, and which chakra is stimulating after, and then it is supplying a lot of pranic energy to the different organs inside our digestive area so that they will function properly. So like this, different psychic centers and then, are there in our body in the Susumna Nadi. Like I told you, about 72,000 psychic channels are there or nadis are there, of which 3 are important. One is Ida Nadi, second is Pingala Nadi, and third is the Susumna Nadi. So Ida Nadi is conducting the mental energy for which we are feeling introvert. And the Pingala Nadi is conducting the physical energy for which we are becoming extrovert. And Susumna Nadi is making us to be balanced. So because it conducts the spiritual energy. And if we'll connect it with the brain, hemispheres, then this Pingala Nadi, which is opening through the right nostril. So whenever you will check, if your nostrils movement, when a flow of the air inside your nostril will check, you will find sometimes your Pingala means right nostril is dominating over the left nostril. That means your Pingala is active, and this right nostril is associated with the left brain. So you are very extrovert by nature. And if we'll check, if your left nostril is dominating over the right, then you are introvert by nature because the left nostril is associated with the right brain hemisphere. So now, when we are doing like in your class, teacher must be teaching like, or you must be practicing like after a forward bending, a backward bending posture. Why? Because to balance the flow of the energy in between the two nostrils so that the energy between our two brain hemispheres will be in a balanced way, and we will have the active Susumna, and then we will feel very harmonized, very balanced. And that is the thing, that is the beauty behind this. After a dynamic asana, we are going for a very cool normal asana, or after a very vitalizing pranayam, we are going for a very cooling or very tranquilizing pranayam. These are the methods in yoga, the counter pose or counter practices of the pranayam we are doing. So, okay, we'll go back to chakras again. So these chakras are inside the Susumna Nadi. And the Susumna is starting from the perineum. Perineum means the area between our nasal, the area between our anus and the urethra. So the genital organ and the anus, the beach mein jo area hai, that is the perineum. And that is from there is the Muladhara chakra. And from there, the Sushumna psychic channel is coming up straight to the center of your top of the head. That is called the Sahasrara. So this that is a nadi which conducts the spiritual energy. And we know there is a supreme psychic energy, that is the Kundalini, which is dormant in this Muladhara chakra, which is existing in our perineum. And it looks like a lotus. What the yogis, they have visualized in the advanced level of their meditation, they have told that these all the chakras are resembling like the lotus. So this Muladhara chakra is deep red in color, which is existing in our perineum and having 4 petals. And from here, and this chakra is the seat of the Kundalini, and Kundalini is the supreme psychic energy and is dormant there. And through the Ida and Pingala, there are the other two nadis. The Pingala is coming out from the right side of her Muladhara chakra up to the right nostril, and the Ida nadi, another psychic channel which is conducting the mental energy, is coming off from the left side of the Muladhara chakra and is opening through the left nostril. Now the Susumna is going straight up to the Sahasrara. So now what happens till the this Ida is active, it is making us to be introvert by nature, and the Pingala whenever is active is making us to be extrovert by nature. But yoga says to be balanced in our life. So because whatever the situation will be there, we can face it. If the situation is to be extrovert, we can be like that. If the situation is to be introvert, then we can be like that. This is the beauty of to be balanced in our life. So this Susumna awakening is very important. So, and in yoga, this is the main focus, that how to have that balance nature within our personality. So these chakras need to be activated inside, otherwise, and the Susumna need to be purified. Then only this Kundalini can be awakened. So all of the techniques, whatever are there, you will find in Hatha Yoga texts. Their main purpose is to awaken this Kundalini energy, which is supreme psychic energy. And because this Pingala Nadi, whatever the energy it is conducting, it is only activating one of her brain, one part of her brain, that is the left brain hemisphere is becoming activated with the active Pingala Nadi. And Ida Nadi only is activating our right brain hemisphere. So total brain hemisphere will be activated whenever the Susumna will be awakened. So for these different asanas has been told, like in Hatha Pradipika, there are explanation of the 15 asanas. Like in Gharan Samhita, there is the explanation of about 32 asanas. Like in Hatha Ratnavali, there is the explanation of 36 asanas. And similarly, varieties of techniques of pranayama, mudras, bandhas, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana also we are finding. So main purpose is how to awaken the Kundalini. So see, there are first of all these Hatha Yogis are telling, like if we'll go back to Maharshi Patanjali, he is telling about the Raj Yoga Sadhana. Directly is beginning with the mind. Atha Yoganu Sasanam. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. To control the mental modification is yoga. So then now, the people who can only sit in a particular posture comfortably for a long time, is the yoga for them only? What is then for others who are diseased, who are at the old age, who are having some physio-psychological problems? They cannot do this practice. The later on this Hatha Yoga parampara came, they thought, let us bring everyone in the society to come forward to do this practice. So they started with the Satkarmas, cleansing practices of Dhauti, Pasti, Neti, Nauli, Trataka, and Kapalbhati. After the purification of these only, if we go for the asanas, then what will happen? You can do the practices in a better way, so that because the flexibility will be more after the balance between your kapha, vata, pitta in the through the practice of the satkarmas. So when we are doing some asanas, some specific chakras are getting stimulated. For example, if we are doing Dhanurasana, then what happens? The Vishuddhi chakra, which is just at the behind our throat pit in the inner wall of the spine, that is getting stimulated. Chest is opening, so the Anahata chakra is getting stimulated. And in Dhanurasana, total body weight is getting balanced on the abdomen. So it is also stimulating the Manipura chakra behind the navel in the inner wall of the spine. So like this, the asanas are stimulating the different chakras. And again, pranayams are helping us to have a lot of pranic energy inside our body. Now, the Hatha Yogis, they have developed the mudras, so that through the like Hasta Mudra, Mana Mudra, Kaya Mudra, Bandha Mudra, Adhar Mudra, different types of varieties of mudras, they have developed to conserve this energy, whatever we are creating by doing the asanas and pranayams, that need to be conserved, so that we are adopting the mudras. different varieties, Hasta Mudra, Mana Mudra, Kaya Mudra, different mudras are there. So that this energy will not be wasted. It will be conserved inside our body. And whenever we are doing some practice, then we are putting a mat underneath our body to conserve the energy. Otherwise, this energy will be grounded. Now, mudras are conserving the energy, and you must have the idea about the bandhas like Jalandhar Bandha, Udyan Bandha, and Mula Bandha. So when we are doing the Jalandhar Bandha, throat lag jisko kehte hain, what happens? The prana vayu, which is remaining in our chest cavity, is generally it is flowing upwards. Now by doing the Jalandhar Bandha, the energy will be the direction will be downwards. The prana vayu will now flow downwards. And Muladhar Bandha, Mula Bandha, we are adopting at the perineum by contracting the perineal muscles. So there in that area, actually the apana vayu is flowing downwards. Like you will see, the excretory system, reproductive system is connected with all the works where the functions are downward movement. It may be latrine, it may be urination, it may be menstruation, it may be child birth. Anything will find the movement is downwards. But because of some reason, if apana vayu is weak, then there is constipation, there is problem with the menstruation, there is problem with the urination. So what happens? The yogis are telling that you do the mula bandha, because in case of yogis, the problems are not there. So they are telling you adopt the mula bandha. So what will happen? This apana vayu, which usually is flowing downwards, let it move upwards. In the higher level of sadhana, all these techniques has been discussed. Then what happens? Now the apana vayu is coming up to the navel area. Prana vayu is flowing downwards. The Jalandhar Bandha is going to the navel area. And now through the Udyan Bandha, when we are pulling the navel backwards towards our spine, it is making this total energy to be pushed into the middle nadi, that is the Susumna. Now inside the Susumna, which is the main nadi, inside which all of the chakras are there, now the pranic energy will be 100% inside the Susumna nadi, and it will stimulate the Kundalini, which is dormant in our Muladhara chakra, to be awakened. And when this Kundalini energy is awakening, it is going up straight to the Sahasrara chakra. And this is why it is called the Udyan Bandha, because Udyan Bandha is making this Kundalini energy to fly up, to fly. The name is Udyan Bandha. Now, when the supreme energy is coming up to the Sahasrara chakra, we are having the supreme consciousness. Beforehand, we were partially conscious. Like either we used to be extrovert or we used to be introvert. Now, when the Kundalini is awakening, the total brain chambers are becoming enlightened, awakened, and we are having the super conscious state in that. So this is why life after life, the yogis are doing their practice and dedicated, devoted, renounced for these spiritual practices to achieve that state. Because when the Kundalini is awakening up to the Sahasrara chakra, there is a saying it is the culmination of yoga. And there are several techniques are there, how to do meditation on the chakras, like it may be Manipura chakra, it may be Anahata chakra, it may be Visuddhi chakra. Different techniques are there. So I think I have taken too much time. If any question, anything will be there, or we will continue. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, if any interaction will be there, I think it will be best.
Ma'am, I would like to know, can you
Madam, you asked about that Tada first when you spoke about the Tada pranayam. What is that?
Madam, Tadasana?
Tadasana.
Tadasana means you are standing with feet together, just looking at a point in the front at the level of the eyes on the wall. Then you are interlocking the fingers and breathing in. With the inhalation, you are turning the palms out and stretching the arms up, so that arms are coming closer to the ears and you are coming up to the toes. Heels are above the ground. Yes. This is means in the morning, after drinking 3 to 4 glasses of lukewarm water, you just do it continuously without hold. Continuously 15 to 20 rounds. It will help you to, because it stretches the intestine.
Oh,
Okay,
अच्छा.
then the water you drank, now it is making you have the sensation of the evacuation. This is the best method to, because it's natural for everybody. Tomorrow also I will get this age, this geriatric stage, I also will have. But if this simple technique I will continue, yes, madam, it is my habit. Without doing my brush in the night, I can't sleep. In the morning, it is my habit. First, I drink minimum 2 glasses of water, and that is enough because its body na is a biorhythm. It listens to you. After some time, it's getting trained. So it's the best method to have the evacuation in the morning, and that is the best thing. There's a lot of toxins are getting out through the latrine. So that we should not
One
delay.
second, ma'am. You have to drink this water before brushing in the morning?
No, yes. Without, I told na, don't wash your mouth, because in the morning in the night before sleep, you have already washed your teeth. You have already done the
Yes.
brush.
Yes.
So
yes.
no need to, you will not feel anything bad in the morning. So that is helping you to have the sensation of the
But
evacuation.
why? What is the reason behind not brushing in the morning? What is
Because some salivas are there inside the mouth, they are helping us to make the evacuation to be there. The feeling of that will be there.
so
And
whatever it's there in the mouth, that is helpful for
because already you have washed your mouth, now there is no food particle to create any bad smell or anything. So vomiting sensation will not be there. And that is the best way that there is a good stretching is happening through Tadashan. After drinking the water, the intestine is getting stretched. Water is pushing the stool to come out. That is what the simple technique.
So it is like 15 to 20 times you have to do. Just keep
But
your hands raised up, standing up, and then down.
And madam, you will find if you will be habituated for few days, like 15, 20 days, I mean, it will vary from person to person, that there is within, as soon as you are drinking, no need to do Tadasana, you will run to the washroom. That is what the sensation will be there.
And ma'am, lukewarm water, right?
Yes, lukewarm water.
Thank you, ma'am.
मैम जिसकी कमर में प्रॉब्लम हो तो ताड़ासन करने से कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा?
कमर में नहीं, ताड़ासन में क्या? No, Tadasana, the stretch, it is stretching your back muscles. It's good for your back. You see, if you are not feeling any uneasiness, like if there is no joint problem, anything, then there is no problem. It will help your back muscles to be relaxed by stretching again and again, by spinal muscles. It will be helpful for you. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
शोभा मैम, लक्ष्मी मैम तो हमेशा कराते हैं ये.
कराते
जी. Ma'am, can you hear me, Prativa ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you show us some examples of mudras?
Mudras.
Yes. Yes. So I will give, because a lot of mudras, in Gharan Samhita, there is a discussion of about 25 mudras. Okay. So
Yes.
number of mudras are so much. But I will give one example of the mudra, like, if you are touching the tip of the index finger and thumb together and facing the palms upward and putting the hands on the knees, this is known as the Chin Mudra. If your palms are facing downwards, then it is known as the Gyan Mudra. You see, your teacher must be teaching that your fingers will not be, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your fingers should not be in a straight condition. You should curve the fingers like this. Okay, just relax.
Ma'am, please, sorry, camera के सामने लाइए. हाँ.
You are not keeping the fingers like this. You are keeping the fingers relaxed so that they are curving like this. So I'm putting your hands on the knees. So whatever the energy we are conserving during this pranayama or asana, and we are adopting this mudra, what happens? The energy also flowing through the fingertips. So mudras are there to rechannelize this energy towards your body. Okay. So like whatever the mudras you are doing, like Ashwini Mudra, at the old age people are doing, definitely it will be very helpful. So Ashwini Mudra means inhaling.
Ma'am, please show us what is Ashwini Mudra. Right.
Ashwini Mudra, madam, you need to just contract your perineal muscles, your anus muscles. Okay.
Okay.
You can do anytime. Suppose you are sleeping, if you are sitting somewhere, no work is there. For
Okay.
everybody, it is very good. Inhale and contract your anus muscles. As long as you can hold the breath inside, keep contracting your anus. When you need to breathe out, release the air and release the anus. Continuously 50 rounds, 60 rounds, you can do it. So that the anus muscles will be, there will be the flexibility and there will be the circulation of the energy or the vital energy or blood circulation will be proper. So whatever the problems we are facing there, like it may be asthma, fistula, or like it may be the piles, these problems will not be there. Why these problems are coming? When the blood circulation is not free, whenever the energy is less there, then only this problem is happening. So at the old, it is very compulsory that it need to be done on the regular basis so that these muscles will be exercised properly and these problems, whatever is there, will be recovered and will not come if it is not there in our life. Okay, so similarly, these are some mudras, like through the, through the anus also a lot of energy is getting out. So this name is just like the Ashwa. Ashwa se hua hai. Ashwa means the horse. You might have seen
Okay.
so always making the anus contract and so it is
Okay.
it's very powerful. So similarly, we should also do it on the regular basis and it is very helpful. And Jalaneti, I will tell to everyone to do on the regular basis, which will keep you stress-free, very much balanced, calm and quiet. ENT problems will not be there. And this is what everybody can do it. Like Neti pot is there. I don't know whether you have done it or not. With lukewarm water added with salt, you need to put the nozzle in one of the nose. So, and open the mouth, keep breathing through the mouth. So water will go through the right and through the left nostril will be out. So similarly,
Madam, I did it for 2 years. I
okay,
did it for 2 years. This
yes, madam.
taking this
Yes,
Netiti,
yes.
Netiti.
Neti, it is very good technique. On the regular basis also you can do it. So, and it will keep you stress-free, happy, a smile will be there. So this is why a smile is there in your face, madam. You are feeling very
But
energetic.
I've got nerves problem. My legs, they are always paining.
So for
That,
that, okay. For that also, that whatever madam is teaching you, there is toe bending, ankle rotation, knee bending, those regularly needs to be done so that there the blood circulation again will be free, so that that problem we can recover ourselves from that problem. Yes.
Anyone else has anything to ask?
Ma'am, one more thing that that you explained about the Tada Asan, that is raw or raw? DA or RA? DA or RA?
Ma'am, unmute. Prativa, ma'am, unmute.
It is Tadasana, TADA.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, we can continue, I think.
Lucy, I have two questions.
Yes, please ask, sir. Yes.
Madam, I heard about Patanjali from you, so I have one doubt. For a week time we had been to Patanjali. There we find against the joint pain and waist pain, they had a treatment called Singi. Singi. Have you heard about it, ma'am?
No, madam. No, sir. Sorry, I don't know what you are telling.
SINGI. क्या करते हैं ना, वो जो जगह में पेन होता है वहां पे नेल है, नेल में मतलब ऐसे ऐसे प्रेस करके एक सींग जो होता है ना, वो एनिमल्स का सींग है, वो कटा हुआ होता है ऊपर फोर, एंड उसको मतलब उसी के जो जो जगह में मतलब पिन करते हैं, एक साइड रख के उसको सक कर लेते हैं, कर लेते तो वो चिपक जाता है, उसके ऊपर एक मतलब लगा देता है कवर, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद उसको हटा के जितना ब्लड है वो अकुमुलेट कर लेता है अंदर पूरा। वो बोलते हैं कि वो अनवांटेड मतलब जो है ब्लड है तो उसको निकल गया, मतलब आपका पेन ठीक हो जाएगा। तो मैं उस समय मतलब हमारा सिल्वर एज में भी मैं डाला था कि मतलब एनी इन्फॉर्मेशन जाने से पहले, वो ट्रीटमेंट लेने से पहले कि किसको जानकारी है तो किसी को नहीं था। आप पतंजलि से हैं तो इसीलिए मैं पूछा, कुछ साइंटिफिक बेसिस है?
I'm not from any particular organization and all. I am just doing my job in the Central University here in Himachal Pradesh. I belong to Bhubaneswar, and this is what. But these things are not there in the classical textbooks, sir. These are there.
Exactly. I want any scientific basis for that. Means whether there is any scientific basis.
Sir, just like if there is mustard oil, different brands are there. Similarly, there are different schools are developing. They are developing their own techniques. But this such type of thing is not there in yoga textbook. They must be adding something from extra or something like that. It's not inside the textbook. It's not there, sir.
Sir,
Another second.
are you speaking about Sir रामदेव का जो पतंजलि उनके बारे में बोल रहे हैं आप?
हाँ, सिंगी ट्रीटमेंट। वो उनका जो हेड है वो राजस्थान का आदमी था।
मैम जो पतंजलि बोले, शी इज टॉकिंग अबाउट पतंजलि जो लिखे हैं योगा।
I was telling about महर्षि पतंजलि।
महर्षि पतंजलि, she is talking about that.
Ma'am, second, दूसरा question. And can you suggest some asanas for uric acid and non-alcoholic fatty liver?
Sir, for that
both I am have.
Sir, most important is the Surya Namaskar, because Surya Namaskar is a set of asana, pranayama, mantra, and meditation. So everything is there. So minimum 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar is very helpful. And at the same time, like if we're talking about the liver, if we're talking about the whatever the problem is there, which asanas are beneficial or putting effect in that area, that asanas are very helpful. And like a lot of like toxins are there, how they need to be taken out, that is very important. Like pranayams, it may be you can go for the tranquilizing pranayams, you can go for the balancing pranayam, that also will be helpful, like nadi shodhana, like bhramari pranayam. These are very helpful to take out sufficient toxin from the body. And like backward bending asanas, so that chest is opening, is stretching the abdominal muscles, so liver के ऊपर एक अच्छा से exercise आता है, that is also very helpful. So like this, some specific techniques can be adopted, like sir. And Surya Namaskar is common. If possible, that 6 rounds of Surya Namaskar will cover a lot of things. And with that, some pranayama, 2 minutes you rest in Savasana, then go for the pranayam, like it may be Nadi Shodhan, Bhramari, 9 rounds each. And that is how you need to be very positive always. Don't think always, I'm having this problem, I'm having this problem. That will make more dull and like internally will feel very suffocated, like you will feeling very stressful. So it is not like that. You have that smile always. Yes, nothing will be there. You keep on doing everything. Lifestyle को करेक्ट करना है, रेगुलरली एक्सरसाइज करना है, फूड हैबिट के बारे में सोचना है. कुछ भी गेस्ट भी आ जाए मेरे घर में, मेरा आधा घंटा में जैसे भी हो प्रैक्टिस करूंगा. And intake of water, food quality of the food, timing of the food, and sufficient rest, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. These are very simple techniques. If you will observe on the regular basis, these problems will be out. Yes, medicine is there, but at the same time, we should be very careful about our lifestyle with these regular exercises, pranayam, that will definitely will work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else wants to ask anything?
Durga ma se unmute करो. Okay.
Ma'am, the lower back pain के लिए क्या exercise है?
Madam, lower back pain is associated with our sciatica nerve, which starts from the lower back till the sole of our feet. So for this, Salabhasana is very good, madam. You just sleep in front of you and put your palms underneath your thighs, chin down on the ground, and पीछे से एक पैर को सीधा रख के ऊपर को उठाना है. घुटने में bend नहीं होगा. You need to lift your right leg up, श्वास अंदर लेके और श्वास छोड़ के नीचे लाना है. इसको 5 times कीजिए. फिर लेफ्ट लेग को ऐसे उठाइए, किंतु नी फोल्ड नहीं होगा. फ्रॉम द हिप्स यू हैव टू लिफ्ट योर लेग. So that is very good exercise to exercise your sciatica nerve and lower back exercise will be proper. So फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग, हेवी वेट लिफ्टिंग, ये सब बंद कीजिए. जितना आप पीछे बेंड करने वाला, जैसे भुजंगासन कर सकते हैं, शलभासन कर सकते हैं, टीवी देख रहे हैं, न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहे हैं, तो ऐसे नीचे की तरफ सो के ऐसे करके सोइए. तो क्या होगा ना, बैक आपका कि कार्व होके रहेगा, वो भी आपका लोअर बैक के लिए बहुत अच्छा है. एंड इसी तरह के कुछ टिप्स अगर क्लास में जैसे मैडम बताते हैं ना, बैकवर्ड बेंडिंग, दैट इज वेरी इफेक्टिव एट द सेम टाइम.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So no forward bending. No forward bending.
Yes.
सूर्य नमस्कार नहीं बंद कर सकते हैं
मैं-
बेंडिंग.
हाँ मैडम, एक्चुअली सूर्य नमस्कार में जहां पर आपको सामने झुकने वाला, अगर बहुत टफ डिफिकल्ट है, अगर बैक में स्लिप डिस्क साइटिका ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, तो बंद कीजिए. अदरवाइज जितना आप बेंड कर सकते हैं उतना कीजिए, जहां तक आपको अच्छा लगता है, कंफर्टेबल फील हो रहा है, यू बेंड अप टू दैट. ये नहीं कि आप पूरा फॉरवर्ड बेंडिंग बंद कर देना है, थोड़ा सा जितना हो सकता है, फिर वहां से आ जाओ, फिर दोबारा फिर से ट्राई करो इसी तरह का. जी
पीछे कर सकते हैं बहुत.
जी जी जी.
Thank you. Thank you.
एक्सक्यूज मी, ये लोअर बैक एक के लिए क्या कोई पर्टिकुलर प्राणायाम भी हेल्प करता है?
मैडम, लोअर बैक के लिए प्राणायाम तो ऐसे पूरा टोटल बॉडी के लिए हेल्पफुल होता है, बट एग्जैक्टली फॉर द लोअर बैक ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इसके लिए प्राणायाम आप रेगुलरली नाड़ी शोधन, भ्रामरी, उज्जयी ये सब कर सकते हैं, कीपिंग द अवेयरनेस देयर एंड ऑल. But mainly asanas are most important here in case of any physical problem. That asanas will help you to relieve that muscles pain there, because the flexibility will be developed through the asanas. Then it will be easy to recover. So this is there. Asanas will help more here in this case, because the muscular and some problem is there, na? So that can be taken out through the physical postures. Asanas will be better for that. Otherwise, pranayam is working for every part of the body. It's not like a particular area. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. If anything else, otherwise we will wind up. Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am, you can continue. Anybody else wants to ask anything? No. You can continue with the rest of the thing.
Madam, already the discussion I have made, like for particularly for this graceful aging, the practices what are very important are like regularly minimum 3 to 6 rounds of asanas are important. Surya Namaskar important, and with that, before Surya Namaskar, if Tadasana, Kati Chakrasana, these 3 techniques will be done, then it will be better. And because these asanas are stretching. Yes, madam. Yes, sir. Any question? Anything?
What is Kati Chakrasana?
Tadasana, Tiryak Tadasana and Kati Chakrasana. Tadasana means the upward stretching. Tiryak Tadasana where you are stretching sideways, bending sideways. And Kati Chakrasana means you are squeezing your spinal muscles through the by twisting your body trunk backwards. So these are the 3 techniques need to be done before going for the Surya Namaskar. Then Surya Namaskar is working on each and every part of our body to develop the flexibility for the proper circulation of the energy to each and every part of the body. Then you can go for a forward bending asana, like just try to bend up to which extent you can bend comfortably. That you can do. And one backward bending asana, like it may be Bhujangasana, it may be Makarasana, it may be Salabhasana or Dhanurasana, whichever will be possible. And that also will help you to have the to massage your spinal muscles so that the blood circulation will be there in the spinal muscles and we will have a healthy back. And also this backward bending asanas are opening the chest or stretching the abdominal muscles, is stretching the front of the neck. So the thyroid area के लिए ये बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, जितना backward bending postures and जितना posture में हम पीछे bend होते हैं, chest open होता है, so it is good for the respiratory system. Our lungs will remain healthy, and at the same time the abdominal muscles are getting stretched, so digestive system will work properly. जैसे हमारे घर में सबसे important part होता है kitchen. So अगर किचन में आज खाना अच्छा बना है, घर में सब खुश है. जिस दिन थोड़ा सा नमक इधर उधर हो गया, सब गुस्से में रहते हैं. Similarly, in our body, our digestive system is playing very important role. In our body, our digestive system is very important. So what happens, right? Whatever the food we are taking inside, the vitamins, minerals, nutrients, carbohydrate, protein, water, everything is getting extracted from the food in the digestive system. The organs are making it, and they are becoming assimilated into the bloodstream. And this blood is carrying these vitamins and minerals, carbohydrate, water, protein, everything to different parts of our body. Even if our brain is depending on this digestive system for this energy, for this all these things, vitamins or minerals. So this is what our digestive system is, very important part of our body, just like the kitchen in our house. So it need to be taken care of always. The constipation of like problems should not be there. If some extra deposit of the fat here, we should try to do some backward bending postures so that the stretching will be there in these muscles. The fat will be released from here. And like these backward bending postures, the nature is that they are massaging our spinal muscles, opening the front of the body, and the good stretch is coming to the front of our body. Even if the thyroid area, the chest is opening, lungs are getting the effect out of that, abdominal muscles are getting stressed. And similarly, if we are talking about the forward bending, जिस posture में हम सामने झुक रहे हैं, then what happens? Now entire back of our body is getting stressed, and front of the body is becoming massaged. Like for example, if somebody is having diabetes, you can give him the backward bending posture, or like Bhujangasana or like Dhanurasana, so that the pressure will be there into the abdominal area where the हमारा जो pancreas will be activated or stimulated for the secretion of the insulin. Even if forward bending postures are helping in this case, like if we'll talk about the Paschimottanasana and we are bending forward, then there is a good pressure of the thighs against the abdomen. So the pancreas are getting activated and stimulated for the proper secretion of the insulin. Simultaneously, the abdominal organs will be properly exercised. The whatever the secretion of the enzymes will be there during the digestion, that will be proper. So, and like liver will be properly exercised, and we will have a healthy digestive organs, and the like any constipation like not be there. Similarly, if we're talking about the balancing asanas, they are balancing our body muscles, ligaments, tendons, and joints. At the same time, also they are balancing the two energy poles, the physical energy and mental energy. So we can keep ourselves balanced.
Sorry, ma'am. Can you show what is the balancing asanas? Can you give us an example?
Yes, balancing asana means you need to stand on one leg, like that image you have given today, that in the what flyer there is the image that you are standing with one leg, another leg, sole of the another foot is against the opposite inner thigh, and then you are joining your palms and stretching the arms up. So where you are standing on one leg. Similarly, several kinds of balancing postures are there. Either you are balancing on the hands or in one of the leg, or you are like in which posture your body is remaining, you are trying to balance your body. Like several kind, I don't know what are the asanas are there you are doing on the regular basis. I can give the example of that posture which is there in today's flyer.
That's yes, ma'am. That we are doing balancing that posture we are doing in the class.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
That is Ekapad Pranamashana.
Ekapad, yes. And what are the other? And
Kini, I am interrupting. I want
yeah,
that you should take a copy from so that in theory I can write for Tadasan. This is useful for Makarasana. Only a little, not much. I
Mother
want a
Lakshmi
little.
ma'am keeps saying this. I think you have not heard
No,
her. She keeps
I have
telling.
to write. I know Lakshmi ma'am is expert. I know, but I want to write it in a copy because we are not used to all this. All right.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
And
okay,
tell
sure.
ma'am
Thank you.
to do that.
Ma'am,
So
ma'am,
it will
can
be
you?
better. It will be
Yes.
better to have a little copy with you while we are doing something. Say any practice we are doing on the date wise, every day you write down the name of the asanas, whatever you are doing. By the side, if you are feeling any interest, you are getting some interesting point, you can write it down. You can ask in between. So that is the best way that that concept will be clear regarding any particular technique. That will be best. Yes, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so about the asanas, about the pranayam we have discussed, about the chakras, how they are the psychic centers in our body, and through the different techniques, how we are stimulating those to have our own centers, to have our own psychic energy inside, and how to awaken the supreme psychic energy of the Kundalini. So these are certain things that we have discussed. And if anything else, and most important is the part is the food, and food should be the quality, quantity, and timing of the food. We should take care of that. Like in Hatha Yoga, they are telling susigna madhurahara chaturthansa vivarjitah bhujyate siva sampritehi mitahara saujyate. What is that? Now, food should be very soft, easily digestive, tasty होना चाहिए. And when you are taking the food, keep 1/4 of the stomach free. Don't take too much food at a time. And before taking the food, Hatha yogis are telling, offer it mentally to Lord Shiva and take this as the prasad, so that whatever the negative content will be there, that will be diluted into the nectar, and that will be very helpful for your body. So that is how Lord Krishna also in Bhagavad Gita is telling about it, how to take the sattvic food. This food intake is very important also, because whatever the food you are eating, what is the quality of your food, accordingly your nature is there. So this is why we should be also very careful, not only whatever the asanas or pranayam you are doing regularly in the morning class or evening, but also your lifestyle should be very proper, that you it is in your hand, like your food habit, when you are going to bed, when you are getting off from the bed, and before going to the bed, just for 1 minute sit down on the bed and remember the God for completing a day. He is helping, he has helped to complete a day in this earth, because many people are unable to complete a day of, also in this similarly, we got it, we completed a day. For that we should offer our salutation to the God and thanks for everything to him. And similarly, whenever we are getting off from the body, from the bed in the morning, also we should again connect ourselves for 1 minute at least to the God, that I'm going to begin a new day in my life. Just let everything be okay, fine, and just help me, guide me with this feeling. Because whenever you are having a balance in your bank, then when you can withdraw the money anytime, it may be at night also. But if you do not have the balance in the treasury, in your bank, then no bank, you cannot get the money freely. Similarly, if you are bhakti in the treasury of the God, whenever you need, definitely the help will be there. So this is how the treasury, in the treasury of the God, we should have the bhakti. That is very important. So not only these asanas, pranayams, food habit, lifestyle, but also the spiritual aspect of our existence is very important. So we should remember it, connect ourselves with the divine for every moment, and that will be helpful. So that this is how I think for today this much. If we can plan it for any other day, then and for a specific discussion, we can also do it.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a question. Mr. Vijay Anuday, he has written down, he's written that I'm 84. Any specific asanas not to perform?
Yes, actually seeing the problem in the body, like if there is any joint problem, if any severe backache, heart problem, anything is there. So for that, specific techniques will be contraindicated for him. Otherwise, simple joint movements are very effective. Even a heart patient also can do, because it will have the less pressure on the heart and the blood circulation will be free. If the body, the muscles will be in a flexible condition. So the joint movement practices like toe bending, ankle bending, and like your knee bending, hips rotation, like the finger joint movement or wrist movement, elbow bending, all these practices are very helpful for everybody. And but at the if the age is more, at that stage we have to see what specific problem is there, then that particular techniques will be contraindicated for him. Yes.
Sir, hope you get your point. It is like if depending on your health conditions and your
Yes,
physical
yes.
ability, as asanas will be given
Yes.
to you accordingly.
Okay.
Otherwise, normal joint mobilization asana is given to everyone.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So we will conclude the session with Santi part. So let us everybody sit with back straight, close the eyes, put the hands in mudra on the top of the thighs. Closing the eyes, become motionless for some time. And let us take a deep breath in and breathe out completely. We will do Om chanting 3 times, followed by Santi part. For Om chanting, let us take a deep breath in. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः Shanti. Still keep the eyes closed and rub the palms together. दोनों हाथ के हथेलियों को ब्रश करेंगे. Create the palms and put on the closed eyes for some time. Second round, again rub the palms together. Create completeness and keep on the closed eyes. Finally, once again, rub the palms together. This is one of the eye exercises. It's very good for our eyesight. Number 1 technique for the stress management. Now again, keep the palms on the closed eyes. Feel the warming sensation is relaxing the eye muscles. Inside the palms, try to open the eyes slowly. Then your palms. And slowly release the hands with a smile. Positive. So thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Respected ma'am, esteemed members and participants. We gather today to express our heartfelt gratitude for making this session, Graceful Aging, a resounding success. To our esteemed members, your expertise and guidance have helped us unlock the secrets of aging gracefully. Your passion and dedication to yoga have inspired us to embrace the journey with confidence and pose. To our participants, your enthusiasm and energy have been contagious. Your willingness to explore the benefits of yoga for graceful aging has made this session truly special. We appreciate the support of Kini Ma'am and Lucy Ma'am, whose tireless efforts have ensured the smooth execution of this event. This event has reminded us that aging is a natural process, but with yoga, we can navigate it with grace, flexibility, and vitality. Thank you, Ma'am. Thank you all for being part of this transformative experience. May the benefits of yoga continue to enrich our lives, and may we always approach life with grace, compassion, and wisdom. Thank you so much, Ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am. Namaste.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, with this, we end today's session. Thank you once again, Prativashree ma'am. Thank you. We are really grateful.
Thank
you,
you.
Lakshmi ma'am. Thank you so much for getting her. She was really good.
अच्छा लक्ष्मी मैम लाई थी
Yeah, Navasa, both of them had got. So,
पर लक्ष्मी मैम तो लक्ष्मी मैम आप तो सारा कुछ जानती हैं और ऐसा ही कराती हैं
लेकिन कंपाइल करके जब सुनाते हैं ना बहुत अच्छा लगता है मैम.
हाँ हाँ बहुत अच्छे से बताया
अब योगा के बाद 5 मिनट लक्ष्मी मैडम हम लोग को देंगे, हम लोग नोट करेंगे कौन सा आसन क्या के लिए.
जी जरूर.
हम लोग पूछेंगे तो कुछ टिप देंगे. योगा के बाद 5 मिनट हम लोग के लिए.
हाँ जी.
हाँ लक्ष्मी मैम आपसे पूछना है बाद में, आज नहीं. यूरिक एसिड के लिए कैसे वो बता रही थी कैसे निकालना है बॉडी से, वो आपसे पूछूंगी.
योगा क्लास के बाद ही हम लोग पूछेंगे, जिसका जो है पूछेंगे, तुरंत नोट करेंगे. योगा का टाइम तो नहीं होता है ना, जैसे प्रतिभा मैडम पहले आप नोट रख करिए तो उस टाइम तो नहीं होता है. उसके बाद हम लोग भूल ही जाते हैं करने के लिए. इसलिए योगा टाइम के बाद 5 मिनट मैम देंगे तो हम लोग जो इसका जो क्वेश्चन है पूछ के नोट
एक्चुअली मैम को मैं मैम से भी ये बोलने वाली थी. मैम आप कटी चक्र आसन हमेशा कराते हैं, लेकिन कटी चक्र आसन बोलते नहीं है तो वो समझते नहीं है. कटी मैम हमेशा कटी चक्र आसन कराते हैं. आई नो, तो आई सी शी इज डूइंग इट, लेकिन वो बोलते नहीं है तो आप लोग जानते नहीं. तो आज एवरीवन इज आस्किंग व्हाट इज कटी चक्र आसन.
बैलेंस बोले है वो तो हम लोग रेगुलर करते हैं.
मैम शी इज फर्स्ट क्लास, मतलब सब कुछ कराती है.
सब कुछ कराती हैं.
ताड़ासन हम लोग करते हैं, लेकिन वो ताड़ासन है हम लोग नहीं जानते. मैडम करा देते हैं, हम लोग कर लेते हैं.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट टाइम मैम वही करेंगे. क्लास के बाद 5 मिनट
5 मिनट 2-3 आदमी पूछेंगे, 2-3 नंबर पूछेंगे, फिर नेक्स्ट क्लास में और 2-3 पूछेंगे.
थैंक यू मैम. ओके बाय.
थैंक यू एवरीवन.
महर्षि पातंजलिकर से प्राय फॉलो करते हैं. हमरो छोड़ा सब से होची.
मीडियम साइज আছে তো. ঠিক আছে.